So I'm getting ready to share some quotes of like anti-jerk quotes, but then to quotes that remind myself to protect self against against jerks, and people with bad behaviors and things of that nature. And so why I share these quotes as anti-social rather than anti-jerk is like my perspective of self-protection, not retaliation. I see these quotes as a way to remind myself that it's okay to step back from people who are consistently negative or disrespectful. It's not about labeling others as jerks or fighting back, but about protecting my own space and peace of mind. Giving myself permission to withdraw, and I'm sharing these quotes out loud, which helps me process and validate my own need to sometimes be less social or to distance myself from certain individuals. It's not about being rude. It's about recognizing when social interaction is draining or harmful and giving myself permission to disengage. Like having personal boundaries. These quotes and these types of quotes can reinforce the idea that setting boundaries is a healthy response. They help me to clarify that choosing distance is a form of self-care, not an attack on someone else. And so I wanted to share how these quotes can help me reduce my guilt. They remind me that it's not wrong to step away from toxic situations, even if it means being less available or social. This helps reduce any guilt I might feel for not always being accommodating. I'm trying to learn to encourage self-reflection by focusing on my own reactions and needs. These quotes encourage me to reflect on what's best for my well-being rather than trying to change someone else's behavior. Screw that. Can't change them, they can't change me. So they affirm my right to choose who I interact with and how much energy I invest in my relationships, especially when faced with negativity or what I feel as negativity or what they say is not negative. Why I share these thoughts, expressing my experiences, I share these quotes to articulate what I'm going through, not to instruct others. It's a way of putting my feelings into words and making sense of my own boundaries. By seeking understanding, bringing up these quotes can be a way to invite understanding from others about why I might seem distant or less social at times. Learning to normalize healthy distance. So by sharing, I hope to normalize the idea that sometimes stepping back is necessary for self-preservation. And that's okay. These quotes are not about judging others, but about expressing and honoring my own needs and experiences. They help me to navigate difficult social dynamics by focusing on self-respect and emotional safety. So here we go.
Quotes relating to being a jerk is not a crime. Here are some quotes and sayings that capture the idea that being rude, mean, or a jerk may be unpleasant, but it isn't illegal.
Being a jerk isn't against the law. You can't legislate kindness.
It's not a crime to be rude, just a shame.
There's no law against against being an asshole, but there are consequences. Being unpleasant isn't illegal. You can't arrest someone for having a bad attitude.
Being disliked is not a criminal offense.
You're free to be a jerk, but don't expect people to stick around. You can't go to jail for being mean, but you might end up alone.
The law can't make you a good person. These quotes reflect the idea that while society may frown upon rude or mean behavior, it is not something that is punishable by law. The distinction between legal and social consequences is at the heart of these sayings. Now on the flip side, once understood, now on to protecting oneself. Quotes for protecting yourself from jerks and toxic people. Here are some insightful quotes and sayings that offer practical solutions and empower you to protect yourself from rude, toxic, or difficult individuals. On setting boundaries and walking away. Boundaries are our first line of defense against unhealthy relationships. Once your boundaries show you who people are, believe them. The best way to deal with someone that only wants you when it's convenient to them is to not deal with them at all. Let it drop and walk away. You don't need to defend. You don't need to prove. You just need to be. Never explain yourself to those who simply do not matter. If someone is not respecting your boundaries, that's a sign to distance yourself. Don't let bad people turn you antisocial. Just become anti-jerks. On self-respect and not taking it personally. When someone shows you who they really are, believe them. Maya Angelou. Remember, it's not about you. A difficult person's behavior is precisely that, their behavior. You did nothing to deserve their hostility or negative vibes, so try to deflect the rudeness and not take it in. Never make excuses for someone who disrespects you. Who they are or what they do isn't a pass to treat you like trash. Trent Shelton. Defending my character. I am what I am. Dana Plato. On responding with kindness. N.
On responding with kindness and calm. Kill them with kindness, fight rudeness with kindness. Be super polite, sometimes being extra polite and super sweet can really highlight someone else's rudeness. Don't join the drama club. Take a deep breath and be calm instead of snapping back. On self-defense and personal strength. Self-defense is nature's eldest law. John Dryden. Self-defense is not only our right, it is our duty. Ronald Reagan. You're free to be a jerk, but I'm free to walk away. Protect your peace. Not everyone deserves access to you. These quotes encourage you to set boundaries, maintain self-respect, respond with calm or kindness, and ultimately prioritize your own well-being when faced with difficult people.